Welcome to the Midnight Lounge. You can come on down to the Midnight Lounge. Sit on down, have a drink. You're at the Midnight Lounge. Take off your pants at the Midnight Lounge. Yeah.
Take off your shoes. It's the Midnight Lounge. I never really asked for your guys' opinions on that. What do you guys think of the new intro for the show? I find it really interesting. If you ask me, it's pretty hilarious. But that's what we do on here. We do things our way, right? We're not set to a specific guideline. We like to have fun. We like to do things out of the ordinary. And that's what makes us a lunatic, right? But, anyways, welcome back, Midnight Crew. This is the Midnight Lounge podcast. Oh, man, back at it. Oh, man. Now, look. Hear me out. So, it's been a while since I've actually recorded, okay? I know you guys uh just listened. You guys are getting these episodes, right? But I'm kind of like trying to record them back to back, right? So like I'm kind of stacking them up. Um, so yeah, like a lot has happened in the past couple weeks, and yeah, well, we're still doing it. We're still doing it. We're still back. So yeah, you guys are still getting your episodes, but for me, as recording them, like it's a couple weeks out from when I recorded last. So it kind of feels brand new to me again. But in today's episode, we are going to be talking about why friends are so important to have in your life. Right? So, why are friends so important? You know, anyone out there listening right now, or even not even listening, you have friends, whether you want to admit you have friends or not. You do. You got friends, okay? You got a friend in me, right? Just like the Toy Story song, you got a friend in me. All right. But yeah, everyone has friends. Everyone's got at least one friend. I mean, even if it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousin, whatever the case might be, you got a friend somewhere, right? Now, friends are very, very, very important. For me, friends are important to have because it is a way that I can gain social skills, right? Because you talk with your friends a lot, right? For me, I talk with my friends quite a bit. I have uh, quite a bit of friends. Some of them, I talk to more than others. Um, and some of them, I've had friends for a very long time that we don't talk as much as we used to, but occasionally we'll still, talk from time to time. And, that's just how it goes. Sometimes, you meet someone and you become friends, and um, then one day you kind of just grow apart. Someone's busy, the other one's doing something else, living their own life, and it gets kind of complicated with mixed schedules, and you guys just don't really have time to communicate the way that you guys would like. And that's always the case. For me, I've had friends where, even high school, I've had a lot of friends where, I would talk to every single day because, again, it was high school. You can't really go nowhere except for your classes, so you have your friends. But then after that, you start having your own lives, jobs, everything else, and it all just becomes like, where you can't really keep in contact the way you would want to while you were in high school. So I mean, I still have some friends from high school that I still talk to, but not as much as I would like to. But there was a couple of people in my high school that I went to school with that I still kind of keep in base with, and as life goes on, you make new friends, with different jobs, going to different colleges, whatever the case might be, right? Traveling, Even going on vacation, you might meet someone and, become friends there. But as you continue your journey in life, you meet new people, they become friends, and, some of them, might fall off. Some of them might stay around for the long run. And for me, I've had my fair share of friends that I thought that were going to be around for a while, and for whatever reason, the universe didn't see fit that way. And, some of them kind of fell off. So we don't really speak as much, or we don't speak at all, and are no longer friends. I know in the world of gaming, lots of friends of mine have come from gaming, video games. Now, video games is another place where, you get to really socialize with other peoples and gain friends through that. So that's another way of meeting new people and making friends that way. And I've had my fair share of friends that I've met on games, but most of my friends have come from either people that introduce me to others, or people that I have met at work, um, or just in life in general, not like really social media wise, or really like, digitally. Um, but I have my fair share of friends. There are some friends that I wish I could really spend more time with, and talk, but that's just how life goes. One person is too busy, and the other one's, trying to do their own thing too, and it gets really, really busy, as I said before. But friends are very, very important for your mental health as well, right? Having friends, for me, is a way that I can actually talk to someone, right? Because you want to talk, you want to be able to express yourself and be you, right? And you can't really do that to just a stranger. You can't really do that to someone that you don't really know, right? And so the ability of having friends and having someone that you know, and someone that you can trust in telling, some personal things, or just things in general, right? It's something that helps you, right? There's a lot of things that I have told some of my friends that even family members don't know, right? And so it's just one of those things where friends are just very, very important to me overall, because I like to socialize. Whether I come off as not being very socializational, is that the word I'm looking for? A very socialized guy, right? I don't really come off that way, but once you really get to know me and kind of like break me out of my shell, and I kind of just get comfortable, I can talk. You guys have seen it many times. I don't know who's listening behind this microphone, but if you know my podcast, you know that I can talk. And you can only imagine, being my friend, how much I can talk, right? For those that are listening right now that are my friend, the stupid things that I do or say just by being my friend, right? It just comes with me and who I am. I don't try to pretend to be someone else. I don't try to, act a certain way, um, with everyone. I tend to just be myself and be this goofy guy that everyone just seems to gravitate towards. And it's weird because, like, I don't come off as being a social guy. Like, I don't. I'm very shy, and I don't really like to be the conversation starter, if you will. I don't really consider myself to be that guy that will just go up and start a conversation with someone. Someone would have to actually start a conversation with me. Now, there has been times where I'm like, you know, he seems cool, she seems cool, whatever the case might be. I'm gonna go talk to him, right? And you just start up a conversation, right? There's been times where I've done that, but most of the time, I've I've not been that guy to really initiate a conversation like that. But having friends, I'm able to do that, right? I'm able to converse with them like I would anyone else, like I would a family member, right? And I don't know, just having friends in general, it has its many benefits, but it has its downfalls also. I don't want to just say that friends are beneficial all the time, because some friends are not. And it just depends on the scenario of life that is given at that time that dictates whether a friend is beneficial or a negative influence, right? We've all had those friends are just a negative influence that try to either get us in trouble, do things to manipulate us for their benefit, will pretend to be a friend in order to, get something out of it, or just overall just try to manipulate you in some way and call you a friend, right? And that's something that I don't really try to keep around. I've had my fair share of people who I thought were my friend, and they took advantage of me, and they left me in a spot where, it was hard to dig myself out of that hard place of where they left me at whenever they decided to screw me over. And there's been friends where, you know have helped me throughout the way and continue to help me as I grow in life, right? And for those people, you got to keep around. You can't let a friendship like that, where they've always been around, they've helped you when you were down, they've stuck by your side through thick or thin. You can't let those type of friends escape your life, because those are the friends that you want by your side. Those are the friends that you know you can count on, that you can call whenever you need them, right? You don't want to keep your negative friends around, because whenever you're in a situation where you'll need them, they're not going to be around, right? And you don't want that. You don't want to be associated with so-called friends that when in time of need, they're not going to be around. You want to be friends with someone that you know you can trust with your life. And I can tell you now, I have a couple of those in my life now that I am so thankful and so grateful to have in my life, because they are helping me in so much ways than I can really imagine. And sometimes I take it for granted, and I don't really appreciate the true value of friendship that I have with these people. And it's amazing that, two strangers, two life forms, right, that can be friends, and not in like a sexual way, but like just bonding together as like one mind, one person, right? You guys can have your differences, but having that same like mindset of like, man, this guy is awesome, like I like this guy, I like this girl, I want to keep them around, like they're awesome, they're amazing, they give good advice, they're funny, this and that, whatever the case might be. It's amazing that two different walks of life can create such a strong bond between another, right? And it's amazing that we're able to do that. And that's something that we shouldn't really take for granted, because what other life forms do you know really do that, right? When it comes to like animals, they don't really have friends, right? You might see like two dogs together, okay, they're friends, they're buddies, but like their connection's never going to be as strong as us humans. And I could be wrong, because there are some pets where like they're really really close together with other animals, and so I guess I shouldn't say that not everyone can build a strong form of companionship with someone else, but it just overall is amazing how two different people can be so bonded together and create such a powerful friendship that no matter what will happen in life between one another, you guys will always be around. I've have friends that have been in my life for over 10, 15 years that I didn't think I would be able to really be around, after a year or two, right? As life evolves and you change and they change, it's amazing how you can still be friends with someone after, so many obstacles in life. And that's something that you shouldn't take for granted. And making sure that the people that stick around and people that you consider like your best friend and someone that you can always count on, you have to hold it. You have to, and for the people listening right now that I consider one of my best friends, I have opened myself up completely to you. And for those that know what I'm talking about, know that what I've experienced in my life, I've shared with you through all my downfalls, through all my ups. You've got to hear it all, and you've got to witness it with me, and you've guided me, and you've influenced me, and you've motivated me. And and that's not something that I can really repay you guys for, right? And it's people like that like, it amazes me, and I take it for granted most days. And sometimes I feel like I don't have friends at all, but I know I do. I know I have people I can count on, and people that I know depend on me the same amount. No matter if I can't give, what they gave to me back to them, just being around me, and I don't know what the case might be, they enjoy my presence. They enjoy being around me, and they enjoy my sense of humor, and everything that comes with me, and they like me, and they cherish me for who I am. And that's amazing to me, and that's something that I can't look at the same, right? Um it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm getting what's the word? I'm getting emotional over here talking about this. This is crazy. Old friends. It's crazy. Um, but even the same, like, you know, people can create the same friendship with animals too. I know I said it earlier. I'm kind of contradicting myself, but at the same time, like, my dog, I would consider my best friend too. She lives with me. She knows, even if she doesn't fully understand what us humans go through, she knows when I'm upset. She knows when I'm excited. She knows how I'm feeling. She can sense it. And her actions speak for my actions, right? Cuz if I'm angry, she's angry. If I'm happy, she's happy. I've been, playing the games, and I'll get excited, and I'm like shouting, and yeah, and she'll get excited too. She'll start jumping, and she'll start getting all uppity, and like she'll start like climbing on me, and she'll get excited too. And when I'm feeling down, like I can see it in her face too, where she's like, my owner is sad. Like, I don't know why he's sad, but I'm gonna be sad too. And so you can create friendships with your animals, even though they won't fully understand you, and that's not really someone that you can really talk to, but you can talk to. Just don't expect them to talk back, because it's impossible. As of 2022, who knows what it's going to be like in 10 years. Maybe they'll develop an app or something that'll make animals talk. But as of right now, in the age that we're living in, you can't really get a response from your animal back, which would be amazing, because I would love to actually be able to hear what my dog is feeling and what she's thinking about and stuff like that. It would be so amazing, like, have that communication. But anyways, I'm kind of getting off topic here. But yeah, it's just the friendships that you create with someone, don't take it for granted. Don't take it lightly. Expand on your friendships. And develop a stronger bond with your friends. And don't be afraid to tell them that you love them. Don't be afraid to tell them that you're thinking about them, or you miss them, or that you care overall for them, because sometimes that's all you really need, right? For me, some days I'm like feeling really unappreciative. Sometimes I'm not feeling, like my best self. And when I'm feeling my lowest is when I get messages from my buddies that tell me, that they don't even know what's going on. They don't know, how I'm feeling at that time, but they'll text me and be like, "Hey, just want to check up on you, see how you are. Just want to say I love you. Just want to say, we should get together soon, game soon, whatever the case might be." And that's like, wow. Like I don't even have to say nothing and they check up on me. And the same vice versa, like I don't do a very good job of it, and I should. I should take more consideration to do it. But sometimes I'll even reach out and I'll be like, "Hey, just want to see how you're doing. What's up? Like, you want to hang out, or you want to play the game together, or just want to see how you're doing, how's family, this and that." And just check up on them, and make sure that they're doing okay, because you got to show the same back. It's not a one-way street with relationships, and it's not going to be the same with friendships. It's a two-way street. A friendship is something that no one person can really do it all. It works both ways. If someone is there and checks up on you, do the same back. Check up on them, see how they're doing. And I'm not mentioning any names, but you know who you are out there listening. I know you're listening, because you're just that amazing of a friend to actually listen. And even if I don't consider you a friend and more family, even if you are blood related, like my brothers, I know one of them listens, one of them doesn't, because he's busy doing his own thing, but I love them equally. And to say that, I can't say that they're just my brothers, because they're also my friends, whether, I talk to them every day or not. Like, just because we're blood related doesn't mean that they're not my friends, because they are. They're always going to be. They're a part of me. They're part of who I am. And it's crazy. Like, just don't take friends lightly. Cherish your friendships, because in the world that we're living in, you never know when it's going to be the last time that you'll talk to them. And I gotta be honest, in the world that we're living in, anything can happen. Tomorrow you might lose one of your friends, and I don't ever want to say that I lost a friend. It's that would be heartbreaking. But yeah, sorry, I can't control my emotions here. And I'm hoping that I'm getting through to someone that might be, feeling alone and might need a friend to talk to, because I'm here. You can talk to me. And for all my friends out there, I love you guys. Thank you for everything you've done for me. I love you guys. And I hope that our friendship will be a lifetime, because you guys are truly, truly amazing. Alright, I'm gonna try to regain my composure here to finish off the show here. But yeah, just love your friends, love yourself, and appreciate the ones that you have in your life, because again, you never know what tomorrow might bring, because tomorrow's just never promised anyways. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end it here before this whole thing just. Whew. I wasn't expecting to get emotional. I don't know exactly why I got so emotional. I guess I just care deeply about my friends. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head out and relax because I've had a long day. So I'm gonna go and relax, get something to eat because I'm starving also. And I just hope you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Be safe. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.